everybody, I hope you're all well. Today we're going to have a look at some more TikToks. I've got another video that I want to have a look at with the Ruziks giving an interview, but it's taken me a while to edit that one. So in the meantime, what we'll do is we'll have a look at Chris Watts TikToks. This is a new run of videos that I'm doing for Chris Watts TikToks that a lot of you haven't seen. People seem to like these videos, so here's another one. Also, there is a Discord that we've opened up. That's all fun and games. We've had to kick someone out already. The link for that is in the top of the screen. Please behave yourselves if you come in there. I don't want to have to remove anybody else like a school teacher. Just kidding. Okay, let's have a look at today's video then. So that's Jeremy Lindstrom. I'm wondering what he looked like.
Their family.
We're dumbfounded. We don't get it. Lost.
Chris and the girls, 4-year-old Bella and 3-year-old Celeste, were just here for Jeremy's little boy's birthday party. The girls were happy. They were normal. So was Chris, or so it appeared.
I mean, he would reach out and help anybody that needed help with anything. He was a good mechanic. If you needed help with your car, he'd help you. If you need help moving furniture, he'd be over there in a heartbeat to help you out. You don't know what, when, why, where, how everything goes weird.
When did it all go so weird, so wrong? Like the bizarre interview Chris gave us a day after his family's disappearance.
I've seen Jeremy Lindstrom in the Discovery and I've come across his name a few times, so I was wondering what he looks like. I don't like to wish ill will on anybody, but I hope something does happen to him in prison.
You think it's about what size? Let's compare it to this plate.
It's about, it's twice the size of that.
It's twice the size of this plate?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it sounds crass, but did you have to kind of squeeze him in to get him down there?
No, I mean, wasn't right. I mean,
okay.
I don't want to like describe it, but I mean, it's just
like feet first or head first?
Feet.
Okay. And then, were their arms like this, or were their arms like this?
This.
Because you're holding your arms? Okay. All right. So I know we've asked you 1,000 times and you're probably getting sick of it, but we're very, very concerned about how to get those kids out. You can imagine we can't really cut a hole in that tank because the sparks will blow something.
Yeah.
So I just want to make very sure that you're 100% sure that they're in there.
Yes.
Okay. One in one, one in the other.
Yes.
Now that doesn't make sense to me. Why would you?
I didn't know. I wasn't thinking at this point in time.
Okay.
I was scared out of my mind. I didn't know what to do.
Okay. So you carried one up, put her in. Did you shut it?
It just latches.
Okay. Oh, it's just a latch.
Yeah.
And then went back down, got the other one, went up the different tower. Is that how it works?
It's the same staircase.
Oh, it's the same to get up to both?
Yeah.
Okay. But they're two different tanks?
Yes.
Okay.
So right beside each other.
Okay. All right. And you didn't have to, I know it's gross, but you didn't have to cut them up or you didn't have to, nothing like that. Okay. All right. The one thing I really want to make sure is that you're doing so good right now and tonight. I would hate for, as we're trying to go out and get them, another accident happens and that comes back to you because we're out there because of this.
Accident?
You know what I mean? Like, if they're out there and they're trying to get these bodies, if they're not even in there and we're wasting our time.
Oh, no.
Okay, they're in there.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't want somebody to have a spark that to come back to you. So please don't waste our time. They are out there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You think it's about what size? Let's compare it to this plate.
It's about, it's twice the size of that.
It's twice the size.
Early this morning, when you knocked upon my door, and I said, hello, Satan.
So this is how small the opening of the oil hatch was that Chris Watts put Bella and Cece in, his two daughters, after unaliving them in his work truck, allegedly. Now, there's a paper plate right here that someone's standing on, and the size of the paper plate is basically how big the opening of that hatch was. And some people wonder how they could have possibly even fit, especially Bella, the oldest, could have possibly fit inside of that oil hatch without any bones breaking. But at this point, from what I heard him say, he pushed them in and they were able to fit. Also, there's another photo right here of someone's hand, normal sized hand, basically covering the entire opening of the oil hatch. That's how small this opening was. So basically, once they were in there, the only way they're able to get them out is through cutting open a chunk of metal out of the actual opening, and that's how they were able to recover the remains. Because if they wouldn't have done it, they wouldn't have been able to access the inside of these tanks without completely draining them.
This is the worst bit of it for me. This is the worst part of the case for me. Is how did he get those girls in those tanks? And they said they found hair on one of the hatches, didn't they? So look at the comments for this. Were the kids alive when he was put in there? Were they alive when this happened? Is that blood in the dirt? No, I think it's just wet dirt. Zero emotion. How did he not get the death penalty? Well, we know how he didn't get it, because he's a little coward and he gave them a plea deal. I don't think killers should have a plea deal. They shouldn't be offered it. Unless there is a grieving family and they can't find a body, they shouldn't be offered a plea deal. Too many of them are getting away with it. I'm surprised he admitted to this and then told them where the bodies were. They probably would have been found. Well, Shanann would have been found. I don't think the girls would have been found, but eventually they may have been. I don't know, I think they would have narrowed it down to that area because of the GPS on the truck. I mean, they were already at that site before he'd already told them anything. Before Chris had even told them about Survey 319, they knew about that site through the GPS on his truck. Watts family case has always been one that stuck with me, so sad. We went over her interview as well. She's another Fruit Loop.
A new prison mugshot has been released of Chris Watts, the Colorado man who murdered his pregnant wife and 2 daughters. He's clean-shaven, staring blankly into the camera. This image comes as a woman who had an affair with Watts speaks exclusively to Inside Edition. And what she told our Stephen Fabian is chilling.
She'll never be able to forget her torrid and terrifying affair with cold-blooded killer Chris Watts. Amanda McMahon met Watts on the dating site Tinder last March, 5 months before he strangled his pregnant wife and smothered his 2 little daughters.
He seemed like a genuine guy, he was funny, he was charming.
Watts claimed he was divorced. They started out texting each other. She texted, "Morning, bud." Watts replied, "What's new, pretty lady? When can we eat tacos together? That sounds like a plan. This could get out of hand. I like it."
Absolutely, what use was it of her coming forward, apart from it being like total bull? I think it was total BS that, when she came out and said that. Why would you come forward to the police, knowing how big of a case this is, and make yourself look right hussy? No one in their right mind would go into an interview like that, would they? And claim those things that she claimed, especially not being able to back it up. Just make yourself look dirty and cheap. So where's the CCTV of it? Where's the receipt from the coffee shop? The police would find the CCTV of it. Cameras, you'd have cameras all outside that precinct, I'd imagine. Nowadays, there's cameras everywhere. It would be quite easily provable, I think. Why would he admit to smothering his kids? Admit to an affair with Nicole Kessinger? But he wants to keep a secret that Trent Bolt had him, and he wants to keep a secret that this little floozy, he was a bit rough with her after their Tinder date. Come on. He's not gonna, just those bits quiet, is he? Kill my kids, you can know about that. You can know about the affair, but you're not allowed to know about these other 2 things that make absolutely no sense and that nobody can prove.
Eerie. Yeah, almost like a premonition.
Right. That night, Amanda says they had their first sexual encounter.
He was very rough, I would say. Very rough. And, the best way I can describe it is he's almost zoned out into a different person.
Did he ever choke you or ask to choke you?
He did place his hand around my neck. And I quickly it freaked me out.
It sounded like he was very forceful.
Very forceful.
Is that terrifying to you now, knowing that that's how he admitted to killing his wife, choking her, and he had his hands on your neck?
Yeah.
The relationship lasted several weeks until Watts began seeing another woman, co-worker Nicole Kessinger.
Is that even him? That doesn't even look like him. I don't think that's him. Has anyone been following this from day one and knows that that's definitely him? Because I don't think that's him. That orange shirt, never seen him in a photo with that orange shirt on. Just because I haven't seen him in an orange shirt doesn't mean it's not him. But look at the size of the facial hair on the side of his face. You can see like his sideburns come all the way down nearly. I don't think Chris had sideburns like that, did he? She was dedicated, I give her that. I cannot stand MLMs. Cannot stand them. Brainwash people. They absolutely brainwash people. It's crazy how these companies brainwash people into thinking what they think. And they're made to feel worthless if they don't hit their quotas. They brainwash them into thinking it like that they're the problem. If they don't hit their mark, they're basically trained and it's grilled into them that it's their own fault. They're not working hard enough. They haven't contacted enough people. They haven't made the right amount of phone calls. They haven't outreached on social media enough. They ingrain it in the person. They make it think that they're the ones that are the problem. And look at everybody else. Everyone else is doing it. Why can't you do it? You know? It's a very toxic workplace to be in. If everyone else is doing it, what's the matter with you? You're not working hard enough. Half the time when they want to stop, or it finally clicks that something's going on and this company's a load of rubbish, they're so emotionally invested, or they're even more so hugely financially invested because they thought it was all going to pan out. They thought the more they spent, the more they would sell, the more they would make. They never turn into fruition. They get lied to from the start, more or less. Very, very well disguised lies along the way, and then by the time they realize what's going on, it's too late then, and no one can tell me otherwise about these sort of companies when they go to these events, apart from that big one that they went to, which was obviously a big corporate event with people on the stage and applauding and clapping and all that. But if you look at the actual other events where there's food and there's like bands and that on, you wouldn't want to go to a night out. If you were walking past that on a night out and you looked in, you'd carry on walking. You wouldn't go into that event. Now, I'm not bringing her down. I'm just, I'm saying, like, they're all made out to be these glitz and glamour, and you get this, and you go here for free, and you go there for free, and you get this for free. But really, if you're being realistic and you live in the real world, do you want to go to that event? How many of you would actually go to a work-only based event where there's just people from work? If you honestly ask yourself, I wouldn't have been seen dead in a work do. Maybe once at Christmas, but I'm different. I prefer animals to people. I really do prefer animals to people, so I only deal with people when I have to. I think that's why I like this job a lot, because I don't have to deal with people and I got no one telling me what to do, so it works for me. Has anybody ever tried one of these Thrive products? Because a lot of these, they just taste like crap, just so they can supply a product. Like, let's have a look at the comments. Thrive sounds so confusing and complicated. Yep. What's she wearing around her neck? She just had neck surgery. Jenny, it's extra bothersome seeing that she had neck surgery after what he did. I don't think she would have known much about it. She would love TikTok. Nobody goes live on Facebook anymore. That's a good point. No one ever used to really use Facebook for like short clips. So TikTok would have been brilliant for her. She'd have got loads of sales on TikTok. I tried Thrive because of her videos. It took it a month. Super expensive. Did nothing for me. Same. Nothing happened except I wasted my money. Yeah, I've been thriving for over a year now. I love it. I don't think it's a waste of money. Especially because you get it for free when you have others thrive with you. It's a great system. It's not a scam. It's not an outright scam. It's not an outright scam because they're providing a service, they're providing a product, but they're just providing, it could be anything. It just happens to be food. That's a complete brainwashing company. What did I say? An MLM that takes advantage of people who think they're helping others. Exactly, that's what I said. They don't realize that they are brainwashing others to buy crap that does nothing for a lot of money. Exactly. That is exactly what I said. It's like a cult. It's like being in a cult once you join one of these. Their friends are promoting it on Facebook. Nicole Atkinson and Addie Malone. I don't think they do it anymore, do they? They are doing super well from it. Well, I'd like to see the receipts for that. If anyone claimed to be doing well off these sort of products, I'd love to be able to see their actual pay slip, their actual commission, and their actual take-home pay after it. And if it was anything other than minimum wage after all their expenses, I'd be very surprised. It's all right saying it. I would want proof. Can anybody prove it? I don't want bonus pay slips. You'd want to see like consistent pay slips over 6 months, say, because I don't think you would make any money, especially if you're having to buy your own product as well. And this is not me hating on Shanann, because it's the companies. The companies brainwash you like. They all have the same business model. So with Thrive, it's food. You know, it could be makeup. It could be anything. Just insert product that they provide. And the business model is exactly the same for all of these sort of businesses. They make you think it's your own business. They make you think that you're providing a service that helps people. You're going to help someone. You're going to kickstart their career, or you're going to rejuvenate their life, or you're going to help them refresh their well-being, or anything, that sort of thing. And then once you're in, they get you to spend money. And then once, when all your family and friends have been used up, you hit your mark straight away. And then you've got to do it again and again and again. And then once your family and friends have used up, you start going a bit further, reaching out a bit further, until you just end up pestering every single person that you come into contact with. And most people aren't polite enough to say, Jesus, do you know what I mean? Most people will like, if she asks me about Thrive again, I'm going to kill her. Most people are quite polite. And the person that's doing it doesn't even realize how bad they are and how bad they're coming across and what they're coming across like to everyone else, because they just revolve, their whole entire existence revolves around this sort of work and this pushing these products constantly. It makes them crazy. Like, can you imagine if you put all your time and your energy that it requires to be successful in one of these companies, you could do that and do it for yourself and do so much better. Imagine the hours, the constant hours, and promoting, and you're doing it for someone else. You're promoting someone else's business, someone else's brand. And if you took a step back and think about it, you'd be like, wow, it's not even her brand, and look at the promotion just alone in a week that she does. I wonder what happened to his company truck. Is obviously towed and taken back, but can you imagine having to give it to a new recruit or someone? Oh, we've got little Tommy starting today. Giving Chris his van. Yeah. Just go and visit Cervi 319, please, Tommy. Take this van with you. Go start pumping some oil for us. That's a good lad. It's eerie to think of that van, though. I think she's pregnant. I think she's pregnant in this video. Put a fair bit of weight on compared to what she was. She's not fat, but she's just a little bit bigger than what she was. Forgot to turn my little hand off here, look. Gotta be her, innit? What do we reckon? I think it's her.
My name is Shanann Watts. I was 34 years old from Frederick, Colorado. I was a wife, a mother, and I loved my 2 little girls more than anything. I was also expecting our baby boy, Nico. On August 13th, 2018, I came home from a work trip. I thought it was just another night, but my husband, Chris Watts, had decided otherwise. He strangled me in our own bed while our daughters slept down the hall. He put my body in his truck and drove us to his work site. There, he buried me in a shallow grave. And then, He ended the lives of Bella and Celeste by smothering them and hiding them in oil tanks. For days, he lied to the world, even pleaded for our safe return on TV. But the truth came out. He confessed. Chris Watts was sentenced to life in prison without parole. I was a mother, a wife, a friend. I never thought the person I trusted most would be the one to destroy us. Say my name. Share my story.
Is it just me, or is that one of the freakiest things you've ever seen in your life? That is proper freaky. That is freaky as AI. When you upload AI to YouTube on a video, it asks you, is this content altered by AI? It says, is this content altered in any way by AI? And you have to tick yes or no. Like, obviously my content isn't, so I've never ticked yes. So I'm wondering, like, how do they get away with it? Do they just not get advertising or what? But that is freaky, especially when you're using AI to make a dead person to come alive. Wow. Doesn't it look weird, like the way it's taught? It's not natural at all. Because AI's done it. It does not look natural at all. Comes across as freaky, like. That's f***ing freaky. Okay, guys, that's today's video. I've got another one coming out pretty soon as well. I'm just working on that, just finishing touches to the editing for that one. Yeah, that was freaky, that video. I'd like to thank Destronic for sponsoring the video. Go across to their website and have a look. They've got some motorized desks that go up and down with a motor. They're fantastic. Use code PADDY if you have a look and you buy one. A few of you have been buying some, so that's good. Go over to the Discord. The Discord is now open for people. I've had to chuck one person out of there already, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all fine. Go over to the Discord and join us. Great community in there for people to have a chat. I just dip in and out of there when I have time. I dip in, I say hello, we have a chat for half an hour, and then move on with our day. So it's really nice. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. So I'd like to thank you all. Members, I'd like to thank you. These cases are emotional and stressful, so until next time, remember, don't have nightmares. Chris went on the trip to... Where did Chris go on the trip to? How can you get to know someone in a month like that? Is that on? Are we ready? Are we ready to rock and roll? Overloading the server. What do you mean overloading the server? Why is it overloading the server? It's always something. My hair's always bouncy when I've just washed it. Woo! Need a hair clip. Like them tennis players. Hungry. Check, check, check. 1, 2, check. Check, check, check. 1, 2, check. Got it? Has anybody actually ever tried any of these Thrive products? They just taste like crap. They're just like... I'd be interested in to know of all these products. Just so they can supply a product, like... I think my wardrobe's like half the size of that one. It's a wrap.